Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, 21 Bridges. So 21 Bridges stars Chadwick Boseman, I think that, or Boseman, whatever, Black Panther, and J.K. Simmons. And Sienna Miller is also in this. But somebody plays, I'm assuming it's Chadwick, plays a New York detective who has like a statewide manhunt, or a large New York area manhunt, maybe citywide manhunt for 2 cop killers. That's all I know about it. Oh, that's not all I know. Oh, 6.6 in IMDb. For some reason I thought it was over 7. But 6.6. But, an hour and 39 minutes long. I think it could be cool. So I'm going to get into it here a little bit, see what it's really about. I'll give you an update on that as soon as I figure it all out. And then ultimately I'll tell you what I think. So stick around. I'll be back. I'm excited. I like action movies, cop movies, these kinds of things. So there's a conspiracy theory in this one, so we'll see where it goes. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching 21 Bridges. We're at the 52-minute, 25-second mark. I paused it. I thought, okay, good enough. It is kind of what they said it was. So Chadwick plays the detective in New York who is, well, essentially what happens, 2 guys go into a restaurant to steal cocaine that was hidden there. And so they end up shooting a bunch of cops while they're trying to do that. The cops show up, so they shoot them. Now they're on the run, and they're trying to get out of the city. And Chadwick is the one leading the manhunt, if you will, and he tells them to shut down Manhattan so they can't leave. That's where 21 bridges. There's 21 bridges that let you in and out of New York. Little known fact there for you. And that's what he says. And so now he's shutting down the bridges and he's chasing them, and everybody's chasing them. As the story develops, as the chase continues, there starts to be, some hints that there might be more to the story than meets the eye. And they're starting to piece things together, like there might be a conspiracy there, a little corruption, but we don't know that. It's kind of what the synopsis said, so there's no spoiler alert, but they don't show it from the beginning like this is what's going on. It's kind of just leading you, a little breadcrumb here and there to let you think about it a little bit more. So that's pretty cool. One of the 2 gunmen, thieves, whatever, is Taylor Kitsch. So Friday Night Lights, and a lot of other things, but that's why I always remember him. Friday Night Lights, the TV show, not the movie. So, he's pretty good. And interesting, as I was pausing it and getting ready, I thought to myself, the 2 guys, the guys who shot the cops, kind of a little bit likable. Maybe you almost want to root for them a little bit. Obviously, they shot cops. You don't want to be rooting for them. But you get that sense. I get a little bit of it. I mean, maybe it's because I like him as an actor, but even the other guy, who I don't know that well, it's kind of, almost pulling for them a little bit. They tell that story a lot, so it's both sides. So we'll see where it goes from here. Early feedback, early area of opportunity. Some of the dialogue is cheesy. When he's, telling people what to do and stuff like that, there's some cheesy lines written, that I don't know, kind of show offish a little bit what he says and those types of things. So that's all so far. We're gonna get back into it a little bit more, see where it goes from here, and if anything interesting happens, I'll stop in again and tell you what I saw. If not, I'll see you at the credits. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of 21 Bridges, and a good little action movie. Nothing outstanding. I kind of like what they did, the way they built it up. Chadwick's character, who had a father in the force who had died, he's got some internal motivation on what he does, and you learn a little bit about that and why he is good at what he does, and those types of things. And he, certain things about him that make him the ideal main character, right? And then, coming in on this and then thinking, okay, maybe there's some corruption or conspiracy theories going on, and let's play with that as we chased them throughout Manhattan and shut down all the bridges, So I did like it. I like the concept. I like the action. And then I like the actors like J.K. Simmons. I like Taylor Kitsch as well. I thought they did a pretty good job in this. I mentioned the cheesy dialogue doesn't really continue. It was only really right in the beginning. But then it's kind of like you kind of know what's going on. You know, they give you a couple breadcrumbs early on, but you put 2 and 2 together rather quickly. So it's not that big of a shocker. But I'm not going to spoil that for you. I think the ending was drug out a little bit longer, but that sometimes happens, and that's okay, because it was only an hour and 39 minutes or whatever. There are some holes, though, specifically at the end. A little bit of a hole for me, you know, and without going into greater detail, as you can imagine, there's some corruption, right? It says that right in the synopsis, so I'm not going to ruin it for you, but, you know, when there's corruption like that, in police forces or anything like that, how you know who's good and who's bad, right? You never do. So that's, you see this movie, you say, you know what I mean? It's like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I don't know. Maybe you'll catch it, maybe you won't. Like I said, it was good, not great. I did like him, Chadwick. I thought he did a pretty good job. I like watching him, except for the lines they gave him a couple times. And that's it. That's all I got. I think I explained everything for you. If you like action movies, you know, corrupt cop type movies, New York, you'll enjoy it. I mean, it's definitely worth the watch. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's not holy cow, I'm so glad I saw it kind of good. It's that was fun. That's it, you know, and you know, oh, I guessed it or whatever, you know. So that's all I got for you. Check it out. Let me know what you think. See if you feel the same about the holes. You know, it's not what happens right, just at the end there. The rest of it, you can kind of put it together on what was going on. So that's it. That's all I got for you. Drop me comments if you watch it. Let me know about the movie. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and make sure you tell your friends. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.